While everybody was focused on GTA 6, Hideo Kojima's Daycare Delivery Man Simulator sequel has finally released. Now, Death Stranding, the original, is a hard game to describe, making a sequel even more confusing. Like, how does delivering Amazon packages while watching a baby have enough substance to make up an entire game, let alone leave room for a sequel? The concept is so weird that it actually ends up working in its own unique way. And through its experience, I think I finally understand what Kojima was going for. Death Stranding most certainly has its own subgenre. The only titles existing before its time that begin to relate would have to be Super Mario, due to the fact that it's the original walking simulator. Also, there is another game called Paperboy, which can be termed as the original delivery game. Both of these demonstrate how just doing simple movements and tasks can be rewarding. So what is rewarding about Kojima's series? Is it the story, the mechanics, the challenge, maybe even the unique ideas? To even shed enough light on the topic, we need to also understand the game's conflict, a cataclysmic event that took place before you arrive, called the Stranding. Sam Porter Bridges, along with the supporting characters who he meets along the way, makes the game even more interesting. Now, how does Death Stranding's gameplay mechanics influence the game? So to put it in short, it's basically delivering, connecting, and making a stronger network. What does that even mean? Depending on what corresponding facility needs, Sam makes sure that it gets there, whether it's comic books or even tampons. If you think that sounds funny, Sam literally delivers so many different things. I'm starting to get worried of what is even possible. Through connecting isolated cities and settlements, Sam helps with bringing civilizations back together after the Stranding event took place. There is one unique aspect of Sam's character that is heavily enrooted in the entirety of your journey through the game: repatriation. Sam has this ability, which is kind of supernatural affliction tied to the world of the dead. This allows him to come back from the dead after being killed. And Sam's ability to return to life after death is a key aspect of his character. Okay, we know Sam can't be killed, but is he supposed to kill enemies? Well, it's not quite that simple either. In the game, BTs, short for beached things, are ghostly, otherworldly creatures that are invisible to the naked eye, but can be detected using special equipment. They are remnants of the dead, seemingly trapped between the world of the living and the world of the dead. BTs transform or manifest in a few ways. The first one would be appearing as black, tar-like figures. Initially, BTs appear as dark, almost ethereal shapes made of black ooze and floating in the air. When they're detected, they become more tangible, taking on humanoid or monstrous forms. And another one would be turning into massive, dangerous creature. Triggered or provoked, it can lead to the manifestation of larger, more destructive entities like the terror BTs, which can cause massive destruction and are tough to deal with. Death Stranding mechanics are where you will certainly feel like you are in experience of its own, if you didn't already, with the storyline elements. With a maximum of cargo you can carry, trying to deliver different weights of packages can pose different levels of difficulty across the landscape of hills, rocks, cliffs, and oh yeah, more hills. It's like, just for the sake of pure enjoyment, Kojima wanted to play God and make his first human, some random guy, carry way too much weight, way too far. Like that one time we all remember where the grocery bag was packed a little too heavy. I found the balancing act of trying to deal with the heavier amount of weight on bad footing so challenging that if anyone ever beats the entire game without falling a single time, and I mean this, I will personally make a video about it. Did anyone playing this game enjoy ladders as much as I do? I mean, you just have to appreciate the level of detail in placing and movement that gives me so much satisfaction. For the fact that I'm sure we all hate ladders in real life. At least I do. I'm scared of heights. But this was therapeutic. Water, however, is the exact opposite. Do not, I repeat, do not fall into water, or else. God damn it, bro. Now when it comes to combat, we got hand-to-hand, shooting, and a little bit of stealth. Though you aren't hiding like in Metal Gear Solid, the shooting and melee combat reminds me a little of MGS5. Based on how you play, you might not be in combat as often, but with weapons like the shotgun, assault rifle, and also an addition of a sniper rifle and different types of tools, there is a variety of ways to handle the situation. For my OG noob tubers, I recommend the grenade pistol. The combat of the original Death Stranding felt little less fluid, and this time around, it suits the game much better. I still think that it's hard to call Death Stranding a game for myself because it lacks the gamified, arcadey nature of so many other titles I enjoy. To me, it's an experience, and this comes to life through the small things that Kojima puts in his games. You ever notice how scenes, audio in the Metal Gear Solid game perfectly creates this tone that you can physically connect with? I mean, check this clip out.
45, huh? Incredible.
Do you like it?
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized.
The use of dynamics, audio, and little visual details is part of Kojima's creative genius and the backbone of immersion inside his experiences. It's not about what's happening all the time, but more so how they go about it, what it feels like. A game that on the surface can look and feel empty, all while having so much going on under the surface. A huge theme that comes back time and time again is bonding, in the sense that Sam bonds with the baby, and his realization of purpose through connecting people carries out this unification, bringing me back to that word. Same goes for the online aspect as well. Kojima made it so magical that even though without any kind of interaction with the other players, you would be able to create a bonding between you and the other players by interacting with whatever they have created or left or shared in the world. Now, coming back to Sam's significance in the game, when you look into the world and everything that goes around in the world, it feels like hopelessness is looming, and Sam is basically carrying the glint of light. And the other characters involved and their relative importance makes the entire cast valuable. So this was my first impressions of Death Stranding 2, and you can say Death Stranding in general. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop in a like and subscribe. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. I'm Dr. Brute 7 signing off. Peace.
Bro, what is happening?